What's going on, beautiful people? It is November 27th of 2020, man. A lot of people ask me, do you like to nest quick or nest slow? I always like to nest quick, man. Nothing beats Nesquik. It's been my favorite cereal ever since I was a baby. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it's the best. It's the most delicious cereal out there, bar none. If you haven't tried it, go try it out. If you've tried it and you think there's other ones that taste better than this, like Cheerios, you don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know your cereals. It's Me Lucky Charms and your favorite Nesquik, dude. Hear that crunch? A lot of people, they're hesitant. They're like, don't eat on air. People hear the crunch. How else would you know I'm real, dude? You gotta hear the crunch. It's for real. Upwards and onwards, man. Hope you guys had a good week. It's Friday, man. Mixed emotions. A little bit of sad news. Let's rest in peace, Maradona, man. Rest in peace, Maradona. I mean, soccer genius, global figure all over the world. Born in 1960, passed away a few days ago. Rest in peace. My condolences to him and his family members and all the soccer lovers out there, man. It's yeah, definitely hit a spot, I'm not gonna lie. But, his legacy will definitely move on and live forever because he was just a legend, man. It's just sad to see somebody pass away at 60, still too young in my mind, so yeah, it's definitely my condolences, man. Rest in peace. What else has been going on, man? I'm just been thinking about a lot of things lately. You guys been thinking about a lot of things, like many of you out there. I am, following the news, living my life, trying to, make a little bit of money here and there on the side, whatever I can. And been considering moving, man. I've been considering that for some time, and it's just like, I don't know how long more these restrictions and these lockdowns are gonna go down here in Toronto. It's another 28 days, so right now we're in end of November. We're looking to probably open things up maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months. I don't even know, but when we say even open, like, that's the thing, bro. I hate to say it. I hate to sound like a downer, excuse me, but it seems like certain things are not getting brought up, and I don't know, man. How do y'all feel? Are we doomed to repeat history? It feels like the 1920s all over again, leading up to the 1929 stock market crash, man. The Big Depression. We've already had a stock market crash in around March 12th, March 13th. I keep an eye out on a lot of different things. I watch the stock market, a few stocks that I'm interested in, but overall I don't have a lot of money to go around and invest or anything, but I like to keep an eye out on things that I'm interested in, right? I smoke a lot of weed, so I know, and it's legalized in a bunch of states down in the US, so certain companies like Canopy Growth, Afria, again, I'm no expert in anything, man, but just if you go take a look in the past several months, if you made a small investment, it could have paid off not too bad, man. Not too shabby for a little investment. So again, I'm no financial expert or anything, but these are just things that I do on the side and I'm interested in. But overall, things are looking a little bit on the shaky side, man. Businesses are, here's the thing, my gut feeling tells me we're gonna have a lot of foreclosures, a lot of bankruptcies, a lot of businesses going down under, probably right after the new year, right after January, leading up to February, March, and April, right before the upcoming tax year, I guess. And yeah, I'm a little concerned. Like many of you guys, I don't know if I should be staying put in my place. I don't know if I should be moving out of the city. I've looked at other provinces, I'm not gonna lie. I've considered moving out of the province and maybe just, living somewhere rural for a little while at least. I don't know. At the same time, I love my amenities, I love my city, I love my neighborhood, so it's tough to let go of a lot of things, but at the same time it's like the other day, actually, just the other day, I was going for a quick walk. I ran into a neighbor of mine, and yeah, they're moving. So it's like, you contemplate a lot of things. And right here in Toronto, I forget the name of the barbecue joint, but somebody, let me just quickly look it up. Bear with me a few seconds, guys. This is a one-man band, it's a one-man show, so, you gotta put up with these little things. Yeah, Toronto barbecue restaurant owner facing new charges for, again, defying COVID-19 lockdown rules. People have to make money. I get it. Should you be going out there breaking rules and laws? Man, I'm not condoning anything, but I can definitely understand why this gentleman and his establishment decided to bend the rules and try to keep open, because, yeah, you can't just lock people away. You can't shut down businesses for 8 months and then pretend everything's going to be fine. And I've talked about this in other videos too. I'm not downplaying COVID by any stretch of the imagination, but we can't forget the other, impacts that these lockdowns are having on people's mental health. The fact that people can't, go out and be doing stuff that's actually healthy for them, like, participating in physical activities that require you to be in groups and stuff, or, or other, like myself, man, I would love to be able to just, travel and move about and go do different things and try to get certain things going on, and I'm so restricted, and I feel that for a lot of people. And yeah, so this guy decided to keep his restaurant open. They came down, police took him away. I saw a little bit on YouTube, and yeah, my heart goes out. I don't know, like, there are people who say, oh, you gotta shut everything down because this, and there's no arguing with people, man. I'm not here to argue with people. I'm just saying people need to eat. People need to be able to provide for their families. And, like, it's like you shut down one business, so many other businesses are affected by that too, And everything's locked down right now anyway, so it's not like it really matters. But yeah, man, I mean, thank God for these videos. I'm really happy that I've got this going on, that at least I get to come and connect with people and, share my daily journey, I guess, the ups and downs, and this is part of it. I mean, grateful and thankful for a lot of things, but we do need to, start considering alternative options of looking at the situation and assessing things. How much longer are we going to pretend that these lockdowns are not impacting the global economy? Are we heading for a mass global recession or a depression? Should people be more concerned than they already are? And I know a lot of people are already concerned, and you should be. I know I am. Yeah, man, it's weird times. But things that I'm looking forward to, man, okay? That needed to be said, it's all done, got it off my chest. Things that I'm looking forward to. Tomorrow night is the big John Jones Jr. versus Iron Mike Tyson going down. I'm definitely checking this fight out. I don't know too much about boxing. I don't know, again, it's not a realm that I could say I know too much about, or but I'm a fan, man. I'm a sports fan, and Mike Tyson, John Jones Jr., amazing athletes, amazing careers, and it's just exciting to see these guys go at it again and have this exhibition. I believe it's going to be 8 2-minute rounds, and they're not allowed to go for knockouts, and if there are any cuts, the fight's going to be stopped. I don't know how this is going to go down. I don't really care, to be honest with you. It's just entertainment, and these guys are amazing. Let's just watch the show, have a good time, and, forget about a little bit of the nonsense that's going on and try to just have a good show. And it's a great message, man. It's inspiring to see these guys at this age. Not that they're old or anything, but, a lot of athletes, after they finish competing, they don't really continue down that path, but still to see these guys, be in the shape that they are, the fact that they're so motivated and they're still, like, working hard and putting on a show, essentially. And at that level, like at that level. Mike Tyson's amazing. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about the technicalities of boxing. I'm just a sports fan, and to watch this guy perform in the ring, I've watched his videos from the past, man. Jesus Christ, incredible. John Jones Jr., amazing athlete. I'm not too familiar with his work, unfortunately. I got to keep it real, though. I don't know too much about his history as a fighter. Unfortunately, I've watched a few of his interviews. Very cool dude. I'm a fan. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. And on the weekend, what else am I looking forward to, man? On the weekend, I believe Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check the date, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, but Tottenham Hotspurs versus Chelsea, man. My team's going up against Tottenham, and it's exciting. I've not made too many references in regards to soccer and Chelsea this year, just because you guys know I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. Been following Chelsea forever now, but this year I know it's a transition year. We've, Frankie Lampard got a new chance to, come in, and as somebody who's been a player, to come and take over the leadership role as a coach, it's really exciting because I feel like he actually really cares about the club and the relationships and the team players that we've gotten right now. A lot of talent on the roster, man. Hakeem Ziyech, Werner, Hudson-Odoi, you name it. I mean, incredible talent. And to be honest, I think if I don't want to jinx anything, I don't want to speak too soon, but if we really put our mind to it, I think we can definitely get #1 spot this year on the EPL. If not this year, definitely next year, because this is a roster filled with a lot of talent and a great team atmosphere, man. I think we can, if we just focus and, continuously go ahead and score 3 to 4 goals minimum per game, because the talent is there. We should be scoring 3 to 4 goals a game. That being said, at the same time, our defense still needs a little bit of work, but you guys are pros. I'm not going to pretend like I know what you guys are doing. I'm just a fan, and somebody who grew up playing soccer. I'd love to see my team raise another trophy. Why not? I think we can do it again this year. Not to put any pressure, but you guys rock. So I'm just watching the games, enjoying everything. Thank you guys very much. And what else, man? What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Yeah, honestly, I gotta just, and I'm saying this to myself, but maybe it'll resonate with some of you guys out there too, man. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. I know myself included. I'm my biggest critique, and I put a lot of pressure on myself, and rightly so. I think we all should apply a little bit of pressure to ourselves every now and again to get things rolling, but sometimes I just come down on myself a little bit too hard, and yeah, man, it's weird, especially doing this, because in some scenarios you'd have a team or a couple or whatever, a group, bouncing ideas. Excuse me, I apologize, that's from the Nesquik. You'll just have to, again, that's probably why people don't eat that much on air, but whatever, man, you gotta enjoy a little bit of goodness every now and again and share with the people. Let me just have one more bite. Yeah, you just, it's good to apply pressure, but it's also, good to stay present, be in the moment, not try to get too ahead of oneself. And I do that a lot in my mind. I do that a lot because, I think a lot of you guys can relate to that as well, because when you're planning, when you're doing things, you see it the way, it's very clear in your head, but it's sometimes hard to explain or break down all the essential little steps for everybody else to see. So yeah, that was a little bit of a struggle that I had this week, man. I just felt like I'm putting a little bit too much pressure on myself. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with these videos. It's just, I gotta roll with it, just be more, yeah. The whole purpose of this is I'm trying to just go for longer, and as much as I'd like to add other components to it and, reach out to other platforms at the same time, it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't even seem like a lot of work, to be honest with you guys. Like one video I'll put up that maybe, you know, 4 or 5 minutes long or even 10 minutes long, but honestly, like the mental work that goes into it, and I know it's like, again, I'm a newbie at this, but it's, you know, things that I'm learning, right? Every day you learn a little bit, and it takes a lot of mental work, a lot of thinking. I've been writing a lot more, and again, I'm being more critical of myself, and just like, if I write something that I want to say as a joke, I'll write it, and sometimes it'll sound extremely funny in my head, and I'll say it, and it sounds funny as I say it, and then I'll go and say it on camera, and it's completely different, and it's kind of weird, right? You don't have somebody to react to, so you don't really have somebody to, you know, bounce the ideas off of. So I'm just really going at it all by myself. So I really appreciate you guys, you know, bearing with me, and I don't know what format this is going to turn into. My goal is to just keep it going longer and longer, and just talk about different topics, man. Just talk about different topics. And one of my fears is getting boxed in, because as an artist, like, I love and hate that term. I love it because it's kind of an umbrella term where you can, you know, you say you're an artist, and that doesn't limit you. You can, you know, explore different things. Like, I really want, like, if I had to narrow it down, yes, it's comedy. But when I say comedy, does that mean that I can't, you know, do this or that or the other? No, and especially being so new at it, and really being a nobody, and just trying to make a little bit of, you know, pathway for myself, it gets a little bit emotional and gets a little bit overwhelming at times. And you don't really know who's watching these videos at what time, and somebody might pop in and catch a joke, somebody might pop in and catch something serious, somebody might watch something that doesn't even make sense when they just popped in. So every time I feel like when I start a video, I kind of have to reassure myself, and I have to reassure the audience. And I'm feeling better at it and everything, and I'm talking about these things out loud, but whatever, man, it's just part of the process. I'm learning, man. Again, thank you guys for being patient with me. Thank you for just, you know, being supportive, man. I really appreciate it, and I hope that, you know, I hope that we can move along a little bit in the next several months, a little bit more freely. I don't know what the deal is with the vaccines, to be honest with you guys, but yeah, man, I'm considering moving, but again, everything changes on a daily basis. I don't know. Well, this year, I'll tell you one thing, man, being locked down and being indoors and not getting as much exercise as I wanted to, I'm definitely going to have to go pick up some vitamin D, because I feel like I'm a little bit vitamin D deficient right now. I feel like when I step outside the house, my body's reacting to the cold much quicker than it did before. And that's just because, you know, a lot of us are, you know, just doing essential shoppings. We're not going out as much. I'm doing that. I'm not going out as much, and even though in the summertime I got a fair bit of exercise, as it got colder and colder, I've reduced my walks outside. So that's something that people need to consider. So all these restrictions, and the gyms closing, and comedy clubs being closed, and pubs being closed, or if they're open, it's very, you know, it's just for takeout. And once they open, they put up all these, like, you know, a lot of restrictions, right? You all know what I'm talking about. I don't need to go in too much detail about it, but nonetheless, man, we just keep a positive attitude. We keep on fighting, and you know, every day it's Groundhog Day, right? You just get up every day and try a little bit better, try a little bit more, and I don't know exactly what's gonna happen with anything, to be honest with you guys. And I feel like, well, that goes for all of us. Most of us, we're just living day by day, and that's all I can do. That's all I can give, and I'm trying my best to bring in a little bit of art, a little bit of laughter, a little bit of joy, a little bit of, and it's a little bit of a learning process for me too, right? So it's been a hell of a journey so far, guys. Thank you so much. I'm loving this so far, and I'll definitely be back next week. Love you guys. Talk to y'all very soon. Stay safe out there, and peace out.